welcome. I'm Michelle Green, the Director of Membership for the Greater Bluffton Chamber of Commerce, and we are here with our Member Spotlight, sponsored by LJG Events. And I am here today with Ryan Chowansky from Bluffton Builders.
That's right.
Right?
You're right.
And thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
Not only is Ryan a member of the Chamber, but also on our board of directors, so thank you very much for your contribution to our Chamber. We love having you be part of it.
Yeah.
So tell us about yourself and Bluffton Builders and anything that you want us to know.
Well, I always start with like the kind of how I got here story because it's not traditional like a lot of folks in construction or building. I started in radio and marketing, and I did that. I grew up, my dad always said at the dinner table, was always frustrated at the end of the day, never get into this line of work, don't ever do this. I said, okay, perfect, I'm not. And I did everything I ever wanted to do. I mean, there's still more I want to do, right? But like all my dreams and stuff, I chased them, I did them, I had a blast. And I was traveling around the country in an RV with my girlfriend, 2 dogs at the time, and my dad was like, can you help me market my new business that I brought down to South Carolina? So he came down to semi-retire. He self-employed his whole life. Came down to semi-retire, worked for another contractor in Palmetto Bluff, super high-end custom homes. Just realized it was just as much work as owning your own thing. So we went back to doing his own thing. And about a year, and he's like, can you just help me get some marketing going? And you can go back on the road. And I said, sure, no problem. And then fast forward 6 years later, I now have a general contractor's license. I own the company. I have another commercial company. And we're busy, and it's growing quick, and I'm grateful. Yeah.
That's amazing. So now you guys just celebrated a milestone.
Yes.
What was that about?
So we just hired a COO. We're going through what I think a lot of companies go through, where you get to a certain, it's not just about money, but it always usually ends up being you hit a certain kind of a ceiling, and you need to restructure the way you do things. And we didn't know that at the time, and we just realized in the last like year to, just call it year to 2, we've been spinning our wheels, and we're like, all right, we need to do something here. So we just brought on a COO. He's a fractional COO, specializes in construction companies and remodeling especially. He knows our area. They're out of Greenville. He comes down once a month. We're always on the phone, always have calls. I mean, we have structured this company so differently already, and I'm very excited about where it's gonna be.
I love that.
In another year,
And also congratulations, you just got a license.
I did, I just got my commercial contractor's license as well. So you know, God forbid anything happens to my dad, I always have a backup license, but he has the residential and I have commercial now.
Very nice.
And with that has come amazing opportunities, and we just scored a really big project over on Hilton Head Island.
Congratulations.
So yeah, thank you. I'm pretty stoked about that as well. So God is good, things are coming our way, and we're just gonna keep trying to do good for the community.
That's something else also that I admire and love about you, is how much you're invested in the community. Tell me a little bit more about that and why that's important to you all.
I don't know why it's important to me. It's just in here.
It's innate.
It is. You know,
it's genuine.
I work with a business coach, and he's like, it's not about the money for you. And I always thought it was.
And you can tell. You can tell. You're so genuine and authentic.
I couldn't tell, though. I didn't know. I love helping. You know, working in radio, you get bounced around cities a lot, and I've always was kind of a nomad, literally lived in an RV for 2 years. And that was the one thing where I was like, I'm doing what people work their whole lives to do, but I felt like something was missing, and I think a lot of that was community. Yeah, so I really love being part of this community. It was cool to come here like just before the big pop happened in Bluffton, just to kind of get my feet wet and see a big change. You know, I got here in 2019, and things really changed in 20 and 21. So with that said, I think I want to help guide the community in ways that are helpful. Not the ways I think it should go, or not coming from being a Jersey guy and I want things like Jersey. I don't. I want things the way, you know, they should naturally go, and I'm very big on that.
I love that. And you and I have spoken also in our past, or we've crossed paths similarly in being from the West Coast and coming back and seeing that growth. And so I'm sure commercially and residentially, you guys are gonna, you know, you're in at a perfect time with the growth in this area. So it's incredible. Given that, tell everyone how they can get a hold of you and what services you want to offer them.
So we're really focused on moving forward on larger scale additions and remodels, and also new builds, right? So that could be they call them ADUs, or accessory dwelling units, you know, a carriage house, for example. A lot of stuff you see downtown here, Palmetto Bluff, Berkeley, Belfair, Culleton, Rivers. That's on the residential end. On the commercial end, anywhere from tenant upfits to all new builds. You know, we can really handle it all. My dad has almost 50 years of experience himself. I've got 6 solid, crazy years under my belt. We have a great team that really racks up experience in different places.
I love it. One-stop shop.
Yep, that's who we are.
All right, how do they reach you?
You can go to www.bluffton.builders, no .com, just bluffton.builders, or you could reach out by phone, 843-707-7777.
That's fantastic. Thank you, Ryan,
Thank
for
you.
joining us. And again, thank you for being here on our Member Spotlight. Thank you to LJG Events. Thank you, Ryan and Bluffton Builders. We'll see you next time.